My name is Ariane Telgen. I have worked for over 20 years with problem horses of all kinds, and another focus of mine is training for riders and horses. Here I support riders with competitive ambitions up to the advanced level, as well as recreational riders in maintaining health and calmness. Through my many years of experience as a recognized equine physiotherapist and osteopath, I am in an optimal position to identify and solve problems on various levels. To make this possible, even over long distances, I offer online consultations or online support. This is a successful alternative to an in-person visit here at the farm or admitting your horse as an inpatient. Yes, yesterday it finally happened faster than expected. My new horse has moved in. You can, of course, follow the first training with him. Incredible. There he is over there. Yes, I want to go check if the horses have finished eating, and then we'll just see. Yes, this is my horse Goggie, registered as Google. Google is my new horse. And I believe the journey that we are going to take together now will be quite exciting, certainly with ups and downs. Because Google is a problem horse, or was a problem horse, has already had a big journey. That means he was born in Bangkok and was then really brought here to Germany or to Holland or wherever by plane, as you see in the big sports, and went through several riding stables here, and has thus entered the typical young horse machinery, where actually I believe many horses end up that just have a nice build, good movement, and either withstand this pressure or, yes, they go under. And Google belongs to a horse that eventually started to resist and did so quite extreme. And because of his behavior, he was logically kicked out. Was fortunate not to end up with a dealer or at the slaughterhouse, but really found a person who rescued him from there. And yes, like so many right now, are in a small crisis and simply need to cut costs. And so Google is now basically here. Yes, I am very curious to see how this all develops. According to the statement, he used to hit and bite and did not behave very well under the rider. But it's also quite clear, if one is provoked like that, then of course you can defend yourself. Yes, just like it. I was told that he doesn't know how to be with other horses. That's why I'm really curious now. I will now place a horse here in the paddock for the first time, naturally to quickly integrate him into this small herd here so that he can lead a proper horse life. And now let's see what happens.
The first encounter with the herd leader. Not infrequently, these end with serious injuries. It seems like Google is submitting. Whether it will stay that way, the next few days will show.
Yes, I would certainly still like to make a small video or at least take a picture from Google, which I will then send to the former owner so that she is a bit more reassured. It was a bit difficult for her, and I think she's happy about it. Yes, I have actually decided to go into the arena with Google so we can get to know each other. Yes, I'm taking some safety precautions first because the backstory is such that he might strike or bite if he feels too much pressure. And then there's always the question, what is pressure for him? Could it perhaps already be pressure if I try to drive him away from the center? Or does he not yet perceive it as pressure? That is always the question now. And yes, I am very curious now, first making sure to protect my head if anything happens. And now let's take a look.
The first training session begins as always in the round pen. Since neither of them knows each other yet, the tension for Google and the trainer is enormous. Goggie has had a long and unpleasant time in various training facilities and is considered dangerous. Whether this is justified may become apparent in the next few minutes. Are bad memories already resurfacing here? Now it will be shown whether Goggie will also accept Ariane as the herd leader. In such a confined space, it can become extremely dangerous. Google seems to accept Ariane and offers his voluntary cooperation. One of Ariane's training methods is to make it as comfortable as possible for the horse when it offers itself voluntarily. Google gradually starts to relax and seems to trust his new owner.
Yes, the first session went quite well. I imagined it a bit worse, but that might still come. At first he sought contact, but as you can see, it really is a matter of training. He wants to nibble on everything, back, to stop. Now he still needs to learn to keep a bit of distance, but the first thing he did, willingly offering to work with me, he has done. And with that, I'll now send him, let's say, back into his paddock, and then it continues tomorrow. And stop. Good, great, that's nice. Goggie, fine, great, and forward. That's good. Fine. And forward. And stop. Well done. Great. Yes, yes, good. And forward. Very well done. And halt. So that is really good. The more I practice this, the calmer and more relaxed he will and pays attention. So I am very optimistic about that we managed to do it well. Right, big guy? So come along. Do you want to roll around without a blanket? Yeah? Well, then lie down. Very well done. Look, listen here. Come here. Here you go. Yes. Well, Goggie, what do you say about our first session? You? Yeah, I think that's still a long way to go. Goggie's not really scared. It's more about participation, which doesn't quite want to start. But now we did have a good ending. He came up, followed me, and let himself be petted with the plastic. I think for a start, it's quite good. Tomorrow we'll continue. He's gone. Come here, Goggie. We still need to take your halter off. Everything is new here, right? You can also see, even for a 9-year-old, when you look from the side, he has a beautiful neck. Everything else is still quite, yes, quite narrow, and from the back he still has a cute little 3-year-old bottom, right? Yes, he still needs a bit of muscle and everything, right? But you have to work well for that, And and eat a lot. He does. Yes, the question is always, why would you get such a horse? I personally also wanted to have one where you can just sit on it, ride off and have fun. On the other hand, it's also someone who let's say, has some professional skills and abilities to perhaps enable such horses to have a normal, fear-free life. Again, it would actually be a shame if one doesn't use that and give these horses a chance to overcome their fear and all the negative experiences into positives. And I hope that I can achieve that here with Google.